Welcome back. It's BrainStorm with Brian Sturm. I'm a gamer, a game designer, and I've been a game tester, and this is Bioshock Infinite.
Put that away.
That's what she said. And I'm going to go through, provide as much game design, level design, game theory, game writing, game industry knowledge as I can. And to my fellow game industry people, I do want to let you know if I do critique or criticize something, it comes from me being a gamer, and I want to try and actually provide as much of my own feedback as unfiltered as possible. So hopefully you cut me slack when I'm acting like a douche. Okay, first of all, this loading screen took very little time, so this whole entire area is not going to last very long, in my opinion. And if you can notice here, we have once again we have our high-res statues that we've seen before, but we've seen these much bigger. So when they're much bigger, they don't look like crap. But when they're low, when they're smaller, you can see how high-res they look compared to, say, that. Okay. Now, big, obvious, long haul. We've had some spooky, pooky ghost stuff, but oh, somehow I now triggered the redness. So they've made this might be a very challenging fight. Because right off the bat, they have here, way off in the corner, look at this, how protected I am. And so I can get really wounded and then go buy a bunch of shit. Okay, maybe I should actually fight. Now, one of the things that's been working really well for me, as far as a player, is it's pulling people to me. I'm not going to pull this guy because he's
Not ready.
melee's a freebie for me. There we go. Pulling people to me. I should have my upgrade.
Keep your eyes peeled.
First aid. Catch, Booker.
Thanks.
Now, whether she pulled that off of an enemy here. Taking a look at this, so we have a standard kind of we have a rectangle, but we end up having an M. And oh, come on, really? We end up having an M again. So quite often you see these M's or W's in a lot of games, and the M or W in this particular case is this higher ground, in which I'm allowed to. Guess who's invulnerable? I am. Uh-huh. Really?
Footsteps seem to go down
Need
the
money?
vault.
Okay.
So they want to have a little bit of a call out for people. Once again, use sparingly. Having your characters talk about an event is something that helps people pay attention to important stuff. Alleviates player frustration. Lets them literally tells them what to do.
50%.
What's that?
50% of everything people earn here goes right to Comstock as a tithe.
I gotta get me a job in the profit business.
Looks like 100% goes to me. Huh?
Elizabeth, little help?
Now, this is just kind of fun to find little bits and pieces everywhere. So it's a little different that you also, you're literally in a bank. So surprise, surprise. You are having fun picking up a whole bunch of stuff like this. You got burst gun? Now, notice how that's a little frustrating to try and pick that up. That's something that's going to happen in games like this. Especially when you have something that you're full of, and then you're trying to do this what I call the Fallout 3. I have to exactly get my cursor in the right area. Is there some way to get around that? You sit down and think about how you could get around that. Okay. Also, one of the things you can think about is as you're fighting these group of people, say you get forced into here, and maybe you're low on some other particular ammo. Always be paying attention when I'm walking around these levels. What kind of weapons are they providing? A rifle, a carbine, right? So you got your, like, you know, Shaka Zulu, you know, taking cover, popping up, and just trying to deal with the hordes and hordes of people. Also, when they come in, this is a really nice, easy act. They come around the corner, and am I out? Why can't I shoot? I can't shoot. Weird. I couldn't shoot there. Why can I not shoot when I'm standing over hold RPG? Hold to pick up. Oh, I'm an idiot. It's because frickin' Elizabeth is in my way. Alright. Anyway. Okay. This looks like oil. This is also a critique here. So all of this looks like oil. It is not. So there's people who are trying to maybe have a fight with bad guys, and they're trying to light this on fire. And because of the lighting, because of lack of context, if there was a bunch of dead bodies here, maybe this would look a little bit more like blood. But from almost any angle that isn't right on top of it, you think you have gameplay. And that's unfortunately the downside of mixing game mechanic that can be confused with a story piece, a little piece of environment. Hey, you know what? Heavy metal and whatnot, I'm okay with pools of blood. Pools of blood! But, it's a confusing game mechanic right there. Is it the end of the world? No. I'm just pointing it out. Once again, these are things you have to consider, and either also... it's not like I'm pointing out anything revolutionary. Like, this is... Maybe it was actually bugged. And you just got to think about the severity, the amount of time you have over the span of 3, 4, 5 years to work on the game. And beautiful. Nice big... You know, things should be big every now and then. Feel like I'm purposely trying to avoid going the right way, but this is so huge. I think I am going the right way after all. Alright, let's go follow the stupid footsteps. Alright. We'll come back to all of this. It's not my methodology. Usually I don't like following the main storyline. I've actually lost track of the footsteps a bit. Oh, hello. You can see why my grab and rocket methodology is working for me. Unlike some of the other powers, which are, you would almost say skill shot. If you don't know the term skill shot, you should go look it up. And if I've been doing my job as an editor, I'll give you a link right now for skill shot. Interesting. Anybody notice this? What is that? What is all that? That weird shearing. What's that? Is that lighting? Oh, it's a reflection. Interesting. But okay. Anyway, what was it? Oh, editing. I'll give you a thing about skill shot. So, things like the fire and the possession, they have to charge you every time you release it because they don't know what you're trying to do with it, and so they got to charge you for it. But what I like,
Sniper!
oh, this is gonna be hilarious because I have this power, right? But the wonderful thing about this power, let me run away from the sniper for a second, is if I'm holding it and I let go, they don't charge me for it, which I really appreciate. Although they give a little bit of bad UI. Look at the red. Look at my vigor. that it flashes red, I don't know. It makes me think like maybe I could have, I accidentally did use it. All right, so sniper, my warning sign went away. Maybe I have to be seen again. It's only when she calls it out. Okay. Boy, isn't that classic? That is E3. That is classic face right there. So they give me ways I can deal with this. I can pop him up in the air. I can charge towards him. I can lob something at him. I can take his shots and get right up in his face. I can disable him, lob something at him. Even, you know, I was going to just do my normal pull and everything. I've never seen what a sniper does to himself to suicide. Let's go find out. You're going to fight for me. Now we're going to a very 1910 steampunk looking type character right now. What are you going to do?
She was in there when I got home.
Ah. So slightly different from the clubbing. A little bit. You can almost see that they decided to go with the same, maybe some of the same root animations. I don't know. Something kind of triggered that looked a little bit similar there. All right. Well, we've seen it now. If you notice why I'm using Bronco and George Washington again, a lot of the founding fathers thing. Bronco is my crowd control, and to some extent the whatever undertow is also my crowd control, but it's a very personalized crowd control. Hear that bit of audio? Hearing a little bit of warning again, anticipation. Although that might just be because the character's just right around the corner. And we're seeing the Crow Man come back as a Lady Comstock version Crow Man, because this is a Lady Comstock. You know, I always keep oranges in my bank. That's what I would do. And pineapples. Oranges and pineapples? There's a future in that. And equipment. All right. Now, interesting how easy. See what an easy gimme this is? Aw, I want to go back here. What's back there? There's a door. Drives me nuts to see stuff like that. I want to go there. Anyway, this is an easy gimme for players. I've seen this one. It's not going to come up for me. But my problem is, when I drop my rocket launcher, I drop my pistol, which is what I've obviously been using for the whole game. I don't want to lose it. It's probably Ghostly Ally. I assume Ghostly Ally means I lose that weapon forever. It gets consumed by being a Ghostly Ally. After this combat, we'll do some experimentation. So,
Want to hold on to this?
lots of warning. Beautiful moment. Whoa, that was quite the leap. The only thing before I get involved in this is I do want to talk about the emotional journey and the literal journey of Elizabeth relating to this mother character and your relation to her and how you feel about her, especially whether you're a male gamer or a female gamer, and this mini story arc about the mother and how Comstock has been affecting people with his actions and his life. Come on. What? Do you see that? He triggered it and he still didn't get popped up in the air? You suck, dude. And where did body go to? Did I lose his body? Did that happen? This looks like an area for a much bigger fight. All right, let's see what's happening here with. Oh, I'm out of time. Let's start it up in the next video.